Hubby, Kak Cika nungguin. Bi,
Iya,
halo, kita bikin apa hari ini? Mau scratch lagi, Bi? Bi, Hubby, Kak Cika pengen bikin tower defense, oke nggak? Bi, ntar Kak Cika kasih link ya yang Kak Cika mau bikin. Ntar, Hubby, mau nggak bareng bikin ini? Tunggu dulu. YouTube. Tapi udah makan. Kak Cika sambil minum kopi ya. Tunggu dulu berarti history. Kak Cika kirim link ya. Mana ya? Ke history tower defense. Bikin ini. Oh, Hubby geometry dash. Ketika tower defense. Loh, Kak Cika kok belum buka kamera? Lupa. Maker. Oh, boleh kalau mau pakai game maker boleh. Kak Cika sih mau bikin tower defense-nya di Scratch. Saya biar gampang. Oke, tar dulu Kak Cika cari referensi dulu berarti ya. How to create geometry dash. Lah, tapi mana ini? Kita amatin dulu aja. Nah, ini nggak usah. Ini geometry. Ada nggak ya yang udah bikin? Cuma 10 menit. Ntar Kak Cika kasih tutorialnya. Ntar. Kayaknya gampang. Oh. Ya, Kak Cika kirim ini ya, Bi. Oh, pakai Scratch. Jadi yang pakai Algamaker ini ya. Kita kasih linknya. Nanti kita belajar bersama-sama.
The text thing. And you're like,
Ini bagus sekali nih contohnya. Banget ya loncat-loncatnya. Gile. Dah, dua itu deh. Kita pakai yang mana ya? Itu kayak oke. Oke tuh. Bi. Eh, Lagi kirim dulu. Nah, ini berarti. Oke, udah bikin di sini. Bagus ya. Scoringnya juga yang itu. Coba. Oh, ini buatannya Hubby ya? Ih, bagus. Wow. Oke, kita lihat di Game Maker susah nggak? Tapi Hubby harus gambar-gambar lagi, nggak apa. Yuk, yuk, hayu boleh. Coba ya, Kak Cika boleh nonton dulu Bi, yang ini, pengen tahu kayak gimana.
Aku mau ganti
Apa yang ganti, sayang?
gamenya.
Boleh. Kak Cika sambil nonton ya. 3, 2.
Tapi saya ganti ya gamenya ya.
Ya. Gitu aja. Boleh share screen. Oke. Boleh? Oh, aku share screen. Boleh, lagi nonton ini. Ah, lagi nonton. Aku betul pengen tahu hasilnya. Tapi lebih pengen tahu ini kayak gimana. Kak Cika tuh pengen bikin yang ini. Mana-mana. Ini. Tapi oke nggak? Tunggu. Kita gedein dulu resolusinya biar bagus. Oke.
Hello everyone, this is part 1 on how to make a tower defense game in Scratch. In this tutorial, I'll be creating the enemies as well as the paths for the enemies to follow. Now, before we get started, I just want to say that this tutorial series is a bit more on the advanced side.
Coba.
cringe at those tricky game ads. They show you a cool game, but when you download it, surprise, it's a totally different game. Crazy, right? But today, I found something cool. A game that's just like its ad. It's tough, but fun. Don't believe me? Watch this.
Oh, ini Game Maker Studio. Kak Cika tuh lagi nonton yang ini Tower Defense. Hubby mau share screen? Okay, good. I will stop sharing screen. Okay, wait. Stop share. Stop share. Kita bikin yang Hubby. Ah, okay, good. Oke. Mario tuh susah ya. Harus smooth ininya, apa? Movementnya. I'm going to open my Scratch. Okay. Scratch. Oh, bagus. Dia sprite-nya ngadep kanan, ngadep kiri, Bi. Ikut. Jadi bingung nih, mungkin itu apa itu ya. Coba dulu ini deh. Wow, level sama coins. Mario. Oke. Backgroundnya udah bikin berapa? 1. Oke. Ih, bagus. Iya, asetnya kok udah bagus lagi, udah banyak lagi sih. Keren, Bi. Oh iya, sebentar. Jam tuh di... Oke. Ah, benar. Ini smooth banget nih loncatnya. Melihat codingnya. Ini undang Hubbiy kalau mau gabung. Codingnya banyak banget ya Allah. Right. Oke. Di poin yang ini ditambahin semua kemudian. Lalu codingnya banyak banget coba ya bandingin sama yang ini ya. Ketika lagi nonton yang ini tower defense. Yang mana?
Money that company has definitely changed.
Welcome to Adapted Mind, the Monster Math Academy. Your child can make their
Game and Scratch. In this tutorial, cloning. First, we need a path for the enemies to follow, and then drag it across the drawing window over here. And I think I'm gonna make the path start.
Yang pas dulu. Nggak bisa sign in. Banget scratch-nya. Nah, bisa sekarang. Hui, oke. Buat backdrops. Oke. Nah, kita menarik garis. Ini kecil dulu. Ini harus bikin 2 layar deh. Ntar. Layarnya berarti satu di ini aja. Bentar, udah bagus. Yes. Poinnya nambah 6. Cepat juga yang hitungnya. Ih, bagus banget, Bi. Define paint sprite, face costume. Oke. Good, dan banget. Kita baru mau bikin ini.
From down over here and then end somewhere over here.
And somewhere over here. Caranya. Caranya ngedrag. Sulit. Dan lagi. Kayak gini lah. Okay.
All right, and then now I'm going to use the reshape tool to click anywhere on the line to create more points. And then that way I can create a curvy path. So if I just drag the point, then I can move it. And then if I drag the handles, then I can change the steepness of the curve.
Tekannya ke sini. Terus. Ini. Terus. Belok. Jadiin. Flat.
Y'all know about changes in gaming. Sandbox. Build the island.
Terus belok ke sini. Belok ke sini. Nah, gitu lah. Habis right. Dan kita bekerja keras.
So now I have my path down, and now I'm going to select my path and then change this outline number right here to something like, let's say 80. Okay.
80. Oke. outline 80. Berkali lah. Oke, sementara yang Hubbiy canggih kali. Oke, ini.
The 90. All right, cool. So now the path is much wider. And I think I'm going to also change the fill color of the path to do something like a brown. Oops, sorry, I meant the outline color. So I'm going to change the outline color to a brown color.
Brown color. Out or
So something like this. Okay, a bit darker. All right. And then I think I also want to add a green background. So I'm going to select this rectangle tool and then draw it over my entire drawing area. And then
oke. Oke, tambahin ini. Oke, draw rectangle terus
first take out the outline. So I'm going to take this.
to take the outline.
Then for the fill, I'm going to make it a green color. So it's going to sort of look like grass. All right.
Oke, kita ganti warna. Oke, terus.
And then I'm going to select a rectangle and then click the backwards button.
Oke. Jalan update lah.
Here. And now we have sort of like a grass field and a dirt path. And I think I'm going to change the colors a bit more. So, and now that we're done with the path, let's begin creating our enemy. So first off, let's go to our cat sprite. And then I'm going to go to costumes and delete all of the current costume.
Apaan? Nggak ngerti kan, Maya nggak bilang. Gambarnya dengan salah satu. Aku nggak sempat ngirim gambar. Aku nggak sempat ngirim gambar. Cuma sepotong itu kayak di PT Rasa. Soalnya kan gak, aku sambil ngajar, gak sempat nanya ini itu. Pokoknya kirim aja. Yes,
And now for the enemy, I think I'm just going to start with a simple circle. So I'm going to select the circle tool. And then I am going to hold shift while pressing down to create a perfect circle. I'm just going to current costumes. And now for the enemy, I think I'm just going to start with a simple circle.
Oh, dia nggak pakai itu sprite-nya. Oke, delete. 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 Wih, bagus. Ini mah ininya nggak terlalu banyak ya, Bi. Asetnya nggak terlalu banyak, tapi codingnya yang banyak ya.
So I'm going to select the circle tool. And then I am going to hold shift while pressing down to create a perfect circle. And then I'm going to center it.
Okay, perfect circle. Perfect circle. Gimana caranya? Wow, it's yeah. Kegedean nggak?
All right. And I think for the enemy, I'll make it a orange color. So something like this.
Orange. Okay. Color should be orange. Jadi sama mama itu dong, merah aja lah.
And for the outline, I will have a brown outline. So something like this. All right, cool.
Nggak, outline-nya. Merah. Ah. Oh,
See, stop here sebentar ya.
Hubby ikut Discord.
Baby.
Ya. Ya, Jika lagi bikin ini dulu. Lagi
So I'm going to first show the enemy. All right.
show the enemy. Okay.
And then I'm also going to name.
Tapi gede kali. Gimana cara ngecilinnya ya? Segede apa sih harusnya? Gini deh. Jalan dikit lagi. Kecil dikit lagi. Oke, pas di tengah. Oke, dah.
Enemy. And then I'm gonna position it somewhere down here. Okay. And I also think it's a bit too large. So I'm gonna make the size something like 60.
Bisa dibuat ya size-nya. Kekecilan lah. Oh, 70. Habis masuk. Kasih kedadahin.
Ubi, tolong ambilkan gunting. Ubi, tolong ambilkan gunting. Ubi.
Ini share screen lagi, Bi. Jika lagi bikin ini. Nah,
Wait ya.
ya.
Okay, I think that looks fine. So now, of course, the next thing we want to do is to make the enemy move. And to make the enemy follow this curved path we have, we are going to need an invisible line to guide the enemy along this path. So to start, let's go to the stage and copy our current path. So I'm going to select this and then Control C. And then I'm going to create a new sprite. So paint, all right. And then paste, so Control V. And now we have our second path.
Dan main.
Control B. Oke. Oh, jadi dua.
So this is going to be the line which the enemies follow. So I'm going to select this and
Kecilin ya. Jadi berapa? Oh, ini yang tadi harusnya 90 nih. Oke, outline 90. Ini berarti
and I'm going to take out all the outline, or actually I'll leave some in. So I'll make the outline something small like 6.
6 ya. Itu kan yang stage yang ini sebenarnya. It has the basics. Oke, terus apa?
All right. And then I'll also make the outline color a white color.
Kok nggak white? Kok outline sih?
Just to make it clear that this is the path the enemy follows. And then
Oh, ini jadi 6. Terus outline-nya jadi putih. Oke. Terus
I'm also going to go to the code. Go to motion and then drag a zone for now, but we can hide it later once we're done.
go to sprite 1. Go to no. Go to action.
Coding the enemy movement. Now let's go to our enemy sprite and go to costumes.
Kok nggak berubah? Sprite 1 kan ini. Go. Enggak gue ya. No.
And then I'm going to keep the line shown for now, but we can find that die. And I'm going to change this to go to X0 and Y0. All right. And
Wah, habis codingnya udah gampang banget.
Your line should be directly on top of your path. This is going to be the line that guides the enemy. I'm going to keep the line shown for now, but we can hide it later once we're done coding the enemy movement. Now let's go to our enemy sprite and go to costumes. And then I'm going to create 2 detection boxes for the enemy. So let's duplicate the enemy costume twice. So right click duplicate. And then inside of the first costume,
Duplicate. Ini wow. Sampai, ya udah sampai function apa lagi yang oke, kita kasih ikuti.
I am going to create a rectangle. So I'm going to first choose a fill, the rectangle blue. All right. And for this rectangle, I'm going to have no outline. So I'm going to click this. Okay. And now I'll draw a small rectangle like this. And I'm going to position this rectangle so that it's in front of the enemy. So somewhere around here.
In front of enemy. Warnanya biru.
This case, I am imagining that the enemy is facing towards the right.
Saya tambahin itu. Terus,
And then I'm also going to move this rectangle slightly above the middle of the enemy. So as you can see, it's not here, but it's slightly above the middle part. So somewhere around here. All right. And then
Dulu ya, Miss.
so now
kenapa, Di?
Bentar dulu ya, Miss ya.
Ya, aku tunggu.
Oke, Bu, I'm back.
Oke.
Ya, ini kalau buat nasi kuning buat kamu. Buatin nasi kuning. Ini pakai kandangnya memang. Nggak bisa kalau nggak begitu.
Off the screen ya. Oke.
now for the second detection box, I'm going to copy the first rectangle and then go to costume 2 and then paste it. And then I'm going to make this a red color. So go to fill and then change it to red.
Terus dihapus. Bagaimana ini? Ini dihapus. Oke, terus saya di copy ke sini. Ini ke sini berarti ya. Oke. Begini. Delete ini ke sini, copy juga. Ini diganti. Ini
And by the way, these colors are not necessary, but I'm just choosing 2 different colors to
jadi merah.
know which detection box is which. Anyways, I'm now going to move it so that it's slightly below the middle of the enemy. So right
Hello, enemy. Oke.
around here. All right, and then I'm going to delete the enemy image. All right, so now we have our 2 detection boxes for the enemy, like this. And these are going to check if they're touching the white line, and if they are, then they are going to rotate the enemy back into place so that it's always following the white line. And this way, the enemy will follow the path and turn if necessary. By the way, I'm also going to copy and paste these detection boxes in the real enemy costume so that we can see how the line detection works. All right.
Oh, oke. Control F. Ini copy dulu ke sini. Ini copy dulu ke sini. Oke.
Cool. So this is our enemy, and these 2 are the line detection boxes. So now let's go inside of the code. And then
My name is Kate. I'm an artist, a mom to 3 boys, and a software developer.
and then let's drag a when flag clicked.
When click, kita code sekarang. Oke. Di mana tapi? Oke.
And I'm going, and these 2 are the line detection boxes. So now let's go inside of the code and then let's drag a when flag clicked. Then I'm going to show the sprite. And then I'm going to, of course, make the enemy start over here. So that is negative 133 and y negative 172.
Go to, okay, go to. Okay. 172.
All right, and then I'm also going to make the enemy point in the direction of the white line. So as you can see right now, the two detection boxes are not facing towards the white line. So I have to drag a point in direction block, and then I'm going to change this to point in direction 0.
Point in direction 0. Okay. Okay.
All right, and then I also am going to move the enemy a bit to the right, so maybe negative 127.
Berarti ke kiri tambahin. Oh. Oh. Cukup juga nih kayaknya. Oke, oke. Hmm. Banyak kodenya.
Jadinya kalau mereka jualan bebek lalu murah di Jogja, pasti ramai terus dan cabangnya makin menyebar.
Udah, batuk. Kok lucu sih, Bi, ada yang ngikutin di belakang, ngintil. Dia ikut-ikutan bergerak.
Wait.
Kenapa?
Wait. Kan dulu ya.
Iya, Bi.
Okay, so now as you can see, the white line is now perfectly in between the two detection boxes.
Harus miring dikit berarti. Info 15 ya. Dia harus geser dikit.
Okay, I'm back.
Oke, Bi. Nah, Kak Cika juga lagi ribet urusin detect garisnya. Kurang jauh nih kayaknya. Ini agak beda. Ini agak jauh lagi dikit. Ini agak jauh lagi dikit deh, segini. Oke, is it? Nah, gitu baru benar. Oke, code. No.
And now let's go back. And then when the flag is clicked, I'm also going to switch costume to costume 3. So that is the enemy costume.
Switch costume to costume 3.
All right, so now for the enemy movement, I'm going to create a new block. And then I'm going to call this something like enemy movement. All right, and then click OK.
Enemy movement. Enemy movement. Okay. Terus.
And now we are going to do all of the line detection code in here. So first off, we have to go to variables. And then I'm going to create 2 new variables. The first one is going to be move speed. So this is how fast the enemies will move. And I will select for the sprite only.
Move speed. For this sprite only. Okay.
So click this and then click OK. All right. And then for the next one, I'm going to create a variable called turn speed. And then I will select for the sprite only. And then I'll click OK. All right. So first off, inside of the enemy movement block, I'm going to go to motion. and then drag a move 10 steps.
Move 10 steps, move 10 steps, move 10 steps.
Bayo lagi.
Hubby banyak banget codingnya, ya Allah, nggak ketukar, Bi. Sampai keringetan. Iklan.
Dasar kak. Masa malah di-insert emoji kayak gitu?
Oh. Emoji itu tuh sebenarnya katanya coklat loh, Bi, bukan pupil loh. Katanya, tapi ya gitu deh.
Bob.
Oke. Move speed, turn speed.
And then go to variables and drag a move speed steps. So under the when flag click,
Move speed. Variable. Move speed.
I can set the move speed variables and turn speed variables to whatever I want.
Oke, kita set dulu. Set move speed, set turn speed.
So let's say if I have a move speed of like 4 and turn speed of 8.
4 and 8. Not yet. Okay.
Then the enemy will move 4 steps. And it will also turn 8 degrees when we code in the rotation. So now back inside of the enemy movement block, I am going to first go to looks and then drag a switch costume to block. And then I'm going to change this to switch costume to costume 1.
Switch costume to costume 1. Oh. So I have to copy paste dulu, bentar. Berarti dari kostum ini, ini hapus. Dari sini, copy ke sini. Nah, ini hapus. Nah, oke, dan.
So this is the blue detection box. So for this one, we are going to check if the enemy is currently, and then go to sensing, touching the white line or sprite 1, then the enemy
Touching. Touching sprite 1. Oh, okay, I mess up. Bener deh, kostum. Oh ya, touching sprite 1 ya. Hahaha. Jika mengacau, jadinya nggak cocok. Tapi gimana? Oke.
Is going to turn to the left or counterclockwise, turn speed degrees. All right.
Allah, salah saya. Berarti touching sprite itu dong, berarti. Nah,
And then now for the
turn. Turnnya berapa? Kanan apa kiri? Turn. Variables.
other detection box, we can just right-click duplicate, and then switch costume to costume 2, which is the red detection box, and then it will also check if it's touching. One, and if it is, then the enemy will turn to the right or clockwise, turn speed degrees.
Oh, ini kanan ya. Berarti ini belok kanan. Yang belok kirinya dibuang. Jadi pakai variable. Turn speed. Ih, nyamuk.
All right, and then at the very end, let's switch costume to costume 3.
Switch custom to custom switch. Oke. Gimana di paling bawah?
So what happens is that all of these blocks should run immediately after one another. So the detection box costumes are never going to show because the enemy always switches to the real costume at the end. However, the detection boxes will still do their job, and the blue one will check when to turn left or counterclockwise, and the red one will check when to turn right or clockwise. So I think that should work. And one last thing, let's go to control, drag a forever loop, put it after the win flag clicked, and then let's go to my blocks and drag the enemy movement block in.
Oke. Kita kasih
Kita dulu ya.
forever. Kenapa sayang? Oke. Forever.
Okay. Thank you.
Side of the forever loop.
Show. Go to. Kok salah ya move-nya? Switch kostumnya di mana ya? Move. Point direction. Oh, ini. Nah, ini ke sini. Move speed. Switch costume. Oke, ini forever. Terus kita masukin my blocks. enemy movement. Will it work? Kita lihat ya.
All right, cool. So let's try it out.
Bisa nggak ya? Bisa. Bagus banget. Berhasil Oh, kayak gitu caranya. This is so cool ya. Yes. Oh gitu. Oke. Namanya Kak Cika udah bisa maju. Sekarang mau liatin Hubbiy dulu.
Okay.
Oh, nice. Ih, tapi ada kameranya juga yang Hubbiy. Hah? Oh hilang.
Udah, cuman mau lihat Miss doang.
Mau lihat aku. Dilihat.
Oke.
Nih aku gini, Bi. Iya kan, jadi gini ya, Bi. Kak Cika kan punya kostum nih ya. Kostumnya kan ini kan musuhnya. Nah dia tuh ternyata pinter nih, si tutorialnya dia kasih kanan sama kirinya. Jadi kita bikin kayak outline gini ya. Kalau si ini di tag yang kiri, kalau kiri ini kena putih dia belok kiri, kalau yang kanan kena putih dia belok kanan. Jadi kan kodenya kayak gini, Bi. Ya.
Okay, can you start?
Nah, liatin tuh, dia bisa ngikutin following path tuh kayak gitu. Ini loh, precise loh. Ya kan? Nah, nanti kan kalau udah gitu, kalau udah oke gini tinggal dibuat invisible, terus dibikin musuhnya banyak kan. Tapi nanti bakal rame nih karena harus nembak-nembak, harus nge-score kan. Terus belum lagi harus spawning. Nggak tahu makanya, tapi baru segini.
Okay.
Oke nggak?
Yes, it's cool.
Hubbiy yang itu berapa seri tutorialnya?
Partnya 20.
Sumpahan? Iya udah susah banget ya, coba ya. Yang Kak Cika nggak tahu nih berapa. Setidaknya 5 lah.
Aku
Apa 3?
udah part 8.
Oh ya? Seriusan, nih Kak Cika tinggal segini lagi nih. Tapi kayaknya beres sih. Ini tinggal 1 menit lagi ya? Tinggal dikit lagi. Nggak berani bikin yang kayak Hubbiy, Kak Cika takut pingsan kalau kebanyakan codingnya.
If I click the green flag,
Tuh kan, yang
so
dia
as you
juga
can see,
jalan tuh
the enemy
bagus.
is following the white line, and the red and the blue detection
Oh, dia
boxes
idenya
are
bisa
preventing
gitu ya?
the enemy from going outside of the white line, like so. And also, one thing to keep in mind is that this doesn't always work the first time. For example, like if I set the move speed to 8 instead of 4, then the enemy is going to move too fast, and then the line detection might not always work. As
Oh,
you can
oke.
see, it
Kalau
did not
kecepatan
properly
suka
detect right
nabrak.
there, then the enemy went out the line. So if your enemy movement does not, so your detection boxes over here could rotate your enemy.
Hubbiy,
If I
pengen lihat tambahin
move
apa
speed
lagi
of
sih?
6, good.
Ya udah.
And if everything still does not work, try making sure your line is smooth. Color effect is 0.
Udah
No
keren
block,
kok Bang,
just
aku
in
punya.
case. And now that should be fine. And then for the enemy sprite, I am going to go to the costumes and take out the red and blue colliders in the third costume. So the first costume is going to have the blue collider, second one's going to have the red
Oh,
one.
terus dihapus ya, Tara takut.
I'm going to drag a set ghost of the white line. So it's seeing how much the track turns. So make sure to not have any sharp edges or anything like that. Anyways, now that we're done with the enemy movement, we can now hide the white line. So inside of the looks, we can grab a set color effect to 0 block. And then I'm going to change this to set ghost effect to 100.
Yang mana, Bi? Yang ini ya. Yang ini di set ghost effect 100. Looks ya. Kalau udah waktunya udah habis kasih tahu, Bi. Set,
Dia mau udah lewat 1
eh,
menit.
eh, eh, set set ghost effect mana sih? Set ghost effect mana? Oh, udah hilang. Ya ya, hilang hilangnya. Tapi tetap jalan kan? Kok gini tetap? Oh, harus di hide ya kali ya?
Bentar dulu.
Atau gimana? Ah, ya udah. Berarti oke.
And pretty much, this just makes the line invisible, but it still allows the enemy to touch the line. So I'm going to drag a when flag clicked and then put it after everything.
Oh iya, belum when click, Udah, Bi. Habis ini udah. Mana-mana kontrol. Yang mana sih? Events ya? When click atau gini. Ya 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 ya. Oke 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 oke. Oke, I'm happy. I'm so happy. Oke, Bi. Udahan nih, Bi.
Iya.
Minggu depan kita lanjut lagi. Habib, ini banget susah. Astagfirullahaladzim. Ketika penonton. Bi, kebayang nggak sih kalau dia udah punya level, punya coins, punya health, punya damage. Terus nanti dia punya chest. Misalnya, oh oke, dapat apel, ngumpulin apel. Oh iya, terus dapat pedang, ngumpulin pedang.
Oke.
Itu gila kali tuh. Oh, udah 8 ini. Allahu Akbar. Gila ya. Scratch itu ternyata powerful juga ya. Ketika pikir lu nggak ini banget gini deh. Nginjekin apa itu? Ya Allah. Lucu. Bagus ya perpindahan layarnya juga smooth. Tapi codingnya mama. Oh, mereka spawning lagi ya. Pokoknya kalau keinjak berubah kostum, terus nanti dia spawning lagi. Ular ya itu ya? Kok ada fangnya sih? Jangan lupa di like. Bi, kasihan grief patch, cie. Udah susah-susah bikin, nggak di like. Astaga, 9. Wah. Udah segini banyak. Kalau ada yang kelewat aja 1, udah dah. Lihatin, variabelnya segitu banyak. Allahu Akbar. La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasul. Iya, Kak Cika belum nge-save. Untung aja Habib ngetin. Astaga, yang Kak Cika belum di-save. Mana tadi coding saya? Coding saya mana? Save dulu, ntar. Save now. Jadi tadi nggak di-save loh. Makasih banyak ya kalau hilang.
Iya.
Makasih ya, Bi.
Iya.
Udah di-save? Udah aman? Oke, di situ 34 derajat Celcius. Panas banget. Kak Cika di sini 30 aja udah mau pingsan. Banyak minum, Bi.
Iya. Oke.
Ntar foto dulu sama Habib. Dadah. Bi, kok hari ini nggak pakai kacamata? Habib,
Apa?
kenapa nggak pakai kacamata hari ini? Kacamatanya kemana?
Soalnya
Udah,
saya
udah sembuh?
Soalnya saya lupa.
Oh, lupa. Kirain Habib tiba-tiba, udahlah, matanya hilang, minusnya, udah segala, langsung nggak kacamata lagi. Pakai 3 hari terus sembuh gitu.
Ini kopinya double, berarti saya mau jadiin skor ini.
Mana?
Ini dia.
Mana lihat.
Ini
Ya Allah, sprite-nya segitu. Oh iya, skor yang itu ya, Bi. Skor kita ya. Skor yang nggak kita sih. Ketika dia jadi sama Habi. Oke, skornya ganti sama yang itu. Yes. Coba pengen lihat. Ah, bagus. Berhasil langsung ya. Cakep. Points. Oh, langsung 6, cuy. Yes. Oke. Mantap. Mana lagi yang bisa diskorin? Langsung 6. Movementnya bisa bagus gitu ya. Nggak sticky gitu. Cika kalau dibikin di game maker tuh suka kayak sticky banget. Nempel ke platformnya. Ditarik-tarikan antara loncat sama grafitinya. Save. Oke. Udah beres? Aman? Oh, wah dia pinter copy. Oh, not used. Oh gitu. Ih, bagus ya. Jadi backupnya lengkap per part. Nice. Nah, Hubbiy-nya kemana? Ada tabel sistem periodik. Udah, Bi?
Udah.
Oke, makasih ya.
Iya.
Dadah, Hubbiy. Assalamualaikum. Sampai minggu depan.
Assalamualaikum.
Waalaikumsalam. Makasih banyak.
Sama-sama.
Iya.